Yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of Lot of Sports Podcast. My name is Dwayne. Here are my guys, Joe and Chubbs. In this episode, we'll be discussing the Browns upsetting the Ravens, talking about the AFC North, how we predict it will finish, Deshaun Watson's injury, also getting into are we now ready to crown CJ Stroud as an MVP candidate? And lastly, should the Bills restart? All right, guys, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good. I feel like we should add one more topic to that list. I don't know if you saw that little rumor. Pat McAfee had it on ESPN. Dan Orlovsky was on about Bill Belichick already has a GM and a head coaching spot lined up for his next gig, which could be next year.
Another team?
Yes, another team. Orlovsky said he's not speaking on it more than that, but he said I heard that.
Can we project? All right, let's start there. What team do we think? Because the topic today is this Bill Belichick's last season? I think we started it. Me and Charles was on the train of it, and Joey cursed us out. So, Joey, I got to ask you, did you change your tune of this Belichick's last leg?
Patriots going to keep Bill Belichick. He's not going anywhere. They might to be honest, this is the only thing. The only way I see Bill Belichick leaving, and Bill Belichick does not respect the decision of the Patriots. Now, I've heard that Patriots could probably take his GM position away and just let him focus on coaching. That could probably be a possibility, but he might not like that. And if he doesn't like that, he'll probably be on his way out. I can possibly see that happening. But the argument was not Bill Belichick leaving. The argument was, is the Patriots going to give up on Bill? And I'm still saying no. I'm saying no, as in a sense of they still want him to coach, but just on the GM side of things, he just isn't doing what they need him to do. He's not getting those pieces, right? So let somebody else be the GM, focus on coaching, and win those ball games. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, the argument wasn't about, and it's not. It wasn't about him leaving. It was about them giving up and not believing in Bill Belichick. And y'all were possibly talking about retirement, not going to a different team. That's a whole different conversation. But yeah.
Man, Bill Belichick is a Tom Brady merchant. Let's get to it, man.
They're giving up.
Losing record without Brady, winning record with Brady. I am sorry, Tom Brady, that I disrespected you for years. The majority of my life. I think it was just pure hate. And I can admit when it was pure hate. But Bill Belichick is clearly and most surely a Tom Brady merchant. He lives by Tom, dies by Tom. Can't get right. I wouldn't trust him. If a new team had him lined up to give him the same gig he had in the Patriots, how can you trust Bill Belichick to nurture and produce a young quarterback? Look what he did with the entire Mac Jones situation. He turned a kid from a Pro Bowl quarterback to Mac Jones probably will be a backup moving forward for the rest of his time in the league. And he ruined that.
Is that Bill's fault?
Yes, because he hired Joe Judge and Matt Patricia to be his OCs last year, which completely botched him. Took away any confidence at all that he had. The reason why Mac Jones was balling, they gave him confidence. They got Cam Newton out of there. Like you took the spot away from Cam Newton. Confidence. Then you don't hook them up. What do all rookie quarterbacks need? They need some type of weapon. Gave him trash weapons. Absolutely terrible weapons. Not good weapon group. Not good play calling. Yeah, he got Bill O'Brien now. But it's not working out. The guy's already ruined. The first 2 years of a quarterback are very, very important. And it'll tell you what they will do moving forward. And Bill Belichick completely botched that situation with Mac Jones. This is his fault. And Mac Jones still can play. I think he could play. I think in the perfect world, he should have got drafted to San Fran and he would be the Brock Purdy. but they wanted to go with Trey Lance, even though Kyle Shanahan did want Mac Jones. I'm going with Trey Lance. So Belichick, and also it doesn't help Mac Jones that he's not that very mobile. But I don't know. I saw him take a scramble to the house during the Pro Bowl game and did hit a couple gritties for us. So maybe they're just not using him to the best possibility. Sure.
They're kind of giving up on him, Joe, in a way.
You take away his position, is giving up on him.
If you're taking away his GM position when he's the head coach, it's his team anyway. You're taking his ability of picking who he basically wants to form this team and coach.
No,
so,
I don't take it in that way. You could say in a way, but no, I don't think it's the same.
If you take away his GM, he doesn't sign. He's not in charge of signing people. He's not in charge of really who really gets picked.
So you're saying coaches don't have?
They have say, but it's more like it can be overruled by a GM that and who trusts his scouts over Bill Belichick. Which sounds crazy to say.
No, what I'm saying, coaches still make choices.
I'll give you an example. John Lynch and the VP of football operations wanted Trey Lance. Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. He got outruled, and they got Trey Lance.
Okay.
So in a way, they're giving up on him in a sense.
Nah, sometimes you just gotta take the reins back.
And the reason why they're not completely washing and giving up on him is because of what he's done for the franchise. That's the only real reason. If he was a guy that didn't win a Super Bowl, only won one Super Bowl, he would have been done after 2 years after this mediocrity. Just my opinion. But
yeah,
if there is some truth to the rumors, the two teams I think that it could be, and this one team already has a quarterback established, is the LA Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm just saying. To your
the Green Bay Packers.
But to your point, if he weren't this coach, he would be out and he'll be out of here already. But he is. He got 5 rings. So it calibers for that, and that's my point in saying. Yeah, you prove my point. Why they won't just let him go? I don't think it's they giving up on him just like that. And then maybe what if Patriots continue to be terrible and they get a high draft pick? Now the Giants has the number 1, has the best odds of getting Caleb Williams. But what if the Patriots end up?
I don't trust him with a young quarterback. I do not.
Yes, you might not trust him with a young quarterback. What I'm saying, if they have the opportunity to get him, and that falls into Bill Belichick's lap, they're going to give him another chance. With a guy like
Caleb, Josh McDaniels back.
I don't know.
Probably.
They probably make moves to do that.
Then I'll trust him.
He just got fired. He just got fired, so why not? Why not bring him back?
Then I will trust him.
But
Josh McDaniels can groom a young quarterback.
But look at this. Look at what we're talking about. It's the perfect situation. Patriots just have to keep losing. Patriots just got to keep losing. Get Josh McDaniels back. It's the perfect story for Bill Belichick to stay. It literally is.
What if it's the perfect story that, hey, Bill Belichick's leaving, so Josh McDaniels can come back and be the real head coach of the Patriots? He's been the successor for years. Bro, he's always been the successor though to.
But they seen him
Bill
at
Belichick.
A head coaching position.
But they weren't the Patriots. You heard heard what he said to the Pierce. He said, "Don't talk bad about the Patriots."
Yeah, whatever. He said, don't talk bad about Patriots, but you saw what he did with a locker room. People didn't talk about play calling. People talk about the locker room when they talk about Josh McDaniels. But they talk about how he doesn't. They talk about how he doesn't lead a team as a head coach. That's how they talk about him. They don't talk about him as calling plays. So why would you want him as a head coach?
This is the question, and I'm gonna be honest with you. From what you've seen from on the sideline and in interviews, do you think Bill Belichick is a leader.
What? Do you?
I'm just asking.
Do you?
I don't see
have you-
no.
have
I
you
don't
heard-
see no.
So you
I don't
never
see
heard-
no social shit from him.
Hold on. So you never heard.
He's always like very monotone in his press
Yeah,
game.
that's
shit.
Bill Belichick. That's how he is.
So it's hard to read him.
Mike McDaniel is monotone as well. But
yes, but you know he's funny.
Yeah, but you act like we act like we never have gotten Bill Belichick's jokes over the years that he's been a coach, and it's just the type of person he is. That's just because that's who he is. That doesn't mean he doesn't control the locker room. Just because that's who he is, that doesn't mean he controls the locker room. And there's multiple players that said they love playing for Bill Belichick, right? And they whenever you hear bad things about Bill Belichick in the locker room, on how
you don't hear bad things, but you hear people. Not everybody's for the Patriot way. Not everybody can do it
because
not every player can go there and be happy.
You got to be built different. You got to be built different. And then
my point exactly.
But most of the time,
Bill's leaving if he can't do that.
But most of the time, people are saying they like playing for Bill Belichick, and I don't hear the opposite.
I've heard a few that didn't like playing for the Patriots.
That don't like Bill.
Well, that's
like they don't like playing for the Patriots because they don't like Bill.
No,
it's his philosophy.
It could be different. You say, "Hey, I might not like playing, not like playing for the Patriots because I'm not getting the burn, or I'm not getting the targets, or
that
I'm not."
Second round pick they had that from Michigan, that DN Chase Winovich.
And what about him?
He retired. He said, but he talked about his time in New England. He said he hated it.
And how well was he?
Bro, he was a second round pick. He got drafted. Like
he produced.
He wasn't bad.
On what team?
When he played, he produced.
On what team?
He played for the Patriots, and then he played for, I forgot who he played after that, and then he ended with the Browns, I believe.
The best years probably was with the Patriots, man. He just didn't like hard work. That's it.
Bro, for another instance, I know he didn't pan out to be a great corner, but he had potential.
He played for Miami right now. Or he just retired?
He retired. I think he retired.
So it's Mike McDaniel.
Dude, I played against a high school. I went to Alabama. Cyrus Jones, second round pick. Boom. Wasn't terrible. You know how he can find gems? How the fuck did that? He said he hated it, like in New England. So I mean, some young guys just don't like it. And then you think vets like love going there. They want to go somewhere like Miami. Coaches chill. We're having a good time. You know, boom. Yep. And we're just gonna work.
Listen, man. I got a list. I got a list of players that don't like playing for Patriots, and some of these guys ain't that good.
Google don't tell you everything, Joey. Joey Google for everything.
I'm just looking. Sometimes you gotta. I don't take it all.
He's going to Los Angeles.
I don't take it all. I just sometimes
the rest of this conversation till DL comes back because you know he's the Patriots fan in the pod. But I do want to get into Deshaun Watson is going to be out for the remainder of the year due to season-ending shoulder surgery. I knew he got hurt when he ran that ball on that play in the fourth on the last drive. But my question for you guys is: obviously, the Ravens now they lost to the Browns. How big of a blow is this for the Browns with Deshaun being out?
I mean, I'll speak for the division. I mean, it's big for like the division because they are not like out of the divisional race by any means. You know, I mean, Ravens are 7-3. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-3. I think Browns are 6-3, right? And then and Bengals are 5-4, which is why this Thursday night game tomorrow night is huge, for divisional purposes. So it's a big blow in that sense because now you lose their quote unquote franchise quarterback, even though he hasn't been playing like that. Like, I mean, I know he's been hurt. He played
like a franchise quarterback.
He played good. That second half, he played very well. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. But in a sense, when you're losing that, like, and you already lost Nick Chubb, and your defense is good, is balling. That's what's winning you games. Your defense. It's a big blow for them.
So I was listening to ESPN and actually I'll say this, but I do think Deshaun Watson being out is a huge blow. But also I think PJ Walker played so well that I'm fine. I still think they have a huge chance of making the playoff still. because Deshaun wasn't playing the best. Maybe he started grinding. I feel like every time he started to get momentum, he kept getting hurt. And there's surgeries to make sure that his he doesn't continue to get hurt. So that's why it's like they're doing this surgery for like preventative purposes. You gotta do that when you pay somebody $250 million a year. For $250 million in general. So that is why I think this is not that big a blow. Like they had to start Dorian Thompson, then I'd say they might just give up.
But I got a question. How, like this is year what for him with the Browns? 2?
Yes, year 2.
He's got what, a 5-year?
Yeah, I think he got 3 more years.
I'm just worried that this hear me out, and then I know it has nothing to do with his contract. Like obviously he has the years to prove that it's worth it. But if some of these guys that are balling continue to ball, how are you going to keep all of these guys together because of that big ass contract?
They're
Besides
going to be
restructuring,
they're going to be able to keep because he did restructure at the beginning of the year, but they're going to be able to keep a lot of these guys because a lot of these guys that are balling Chubbs are only in like year 2 or 3.
But I feel like Nick Chubb is about to get a contract unless he signed one recently.
But you know they don't pay running backs.
But they're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him.
They probably will, but they're still able to run the ball effectively.
Jedrick Willis, I think, needs to get paid. That's a big lineman for them. I don't know what Treader's on, but Treader's been there for a while.
Deshaun's just going to keep restructuring to keep the team together. So he's just going to keep turning everything.
They got Batoni too. Batoni's been there for a minute too.
He's just going to keep signing everything to be like a roster.
Now their DBs, they're locked down.
I meant more like their defense. Their defense is young.
Their D line is a little old. But Myles Garrett's locked down. But I think Zadarius is only on a couple-year contract.
Mm-hmm. They got 2 years to make it work.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. 2 years. Their Super Bowl window.
There is a thing. Yeah, the Super Bowl window's not closing, but like you would expect with a big contract like that, and this is my expectations for my quarterback. Year 2 or 3, you better be in a Super Bowl playing out of that big ass contract you just got. That's you got paid. So that's how I look at it as. I don't know how y'all feel if your quarterbacks got paid like that, but you better be taking me to a Super Bowl at least one time.
No, I agree. 100%. You got to be. Shit, for the Browns, they're just trying to get to the AFC Championship game.
That'd be a huge accomplishment. I think they want to win a divisional championship too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a big blow for them. But I do want to talk about why the Ravens lost this game, Chubbs. I know you say you left and didn't really get to watch it because
I went to watch youth football.
I did find out like something that was very interesting to me. Obviously, you guys have the number 1 defense in the league, but fourth quarter defense, you guys are in the 20s. Did you know that?
No, but I'm not surprised, and I'll tell you why after you get to your point. But I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, that was very surprising to me. That like in
I'm
the
not.
Quarter, I think you guys were like ranked like 25th.
All right. So you know why I'm not surprised? If you watch the Ravens games, all of our points come within the what quarters?
First, second,
and we might get a one or two in the third. But we might get one in the third. We get all our points first half. And then I don't know what happens. Lamar just doesn't score, throw the ball, or he just doesn't play well sometimes in the second half. Some games he
listen, they're saying Lamar is not a finisher. That's what they're saying.
So fourth
You're
quarter,
saying there's truth behind that.
But if we backtrack to these L's, especially the Steelers game and this game, fucking tackle went down. And we got backup tackles going against the top pass rushers in the league. For a quarterback, especially with Lamar, he feels that pressure. And if you guys are back, what are you doing if you feel pressure? You're getting that ball out, right? You don't need to take sacks. That attributes to you. Did you see the clip of the tip pass?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking McCary was on his knees, and Patrick Ricard was behind the guy, and they couldn't block that. It had 2-man block. Is that Lamar's fault?
No, I said that pick wasn't Lamar's fault.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I'm just. But my point is, like, I'm not surprised because at that point, we're defensive players here. What happens to defenses?
But I feel like this happened last year.
On the field. It happens a lot. We out of like 40 years or something, we're like 4 teams had the longest like possession, for out of 40 games or something like that. 10-0, 10-0, 7-3, 10-0. We were the 3rd ranked, like, in 40 games, best time of possession, or leading with time of possession, some bullshit, stupid stat somebody found. You know what I mean? Every other team was 10-0 except for the Ravens. They have collapse issues. I don't get it. It's been happening for at least the last 3 years. I think there was 9 games last 3 years that they lost when they had the lead.
So you guys blamed somebody last year. So who is the common factor?
I've been blaming the same person for the last 3 years.
He's gonna say Harbaugh.
I've been blaming the same person for the last 3
Harbaugh
years.
is responsible for a lot of these L's. I have been saying but I haven't been saying like all the time. But
you got mad when
this
Joey
year,
said he wasn't a great coach,
huh?
Harbaugh
he is a great coach, but he loses fucking games we should be winning.
Harbaugh has the
stupid
most
decisions,
comeback losses this season. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm gonna say it differently this time. But when you come out in halftime, it is your responsibility of the head coach to make sure you understand the game plan, because there's adjustments being made.
Exactly.
Adjustments being made, but not only adjustments, but you still have to be mentally locked into the game. And I believe, and I'm gonna say that the head coach job. That is his job, to make sure his team is mentally prepared at the beginning of the game, during the game, at halftime. That's it. That is his job. So if Lamar is coming out flat every time after being up in the first half, or let's say, not I'm gonna say every time, but sometimes
we were up like 2 touchdowns before the fourth quarter started,
and it cost them to lose games. And it's been happening for the last 2 to 3 years, how many games, 40 games, whatever crazy stat you brought up. Why is it not being addressed? Why is it not being fixed? Why is this still an issue you guys have when you're supposed to be an elite team? You can't do that versus elite teams.
I agree, but as a
thank
coach,
you for calling us elite.
You got to be shut up. You got to be in tune in the game. And the thing that pissed me off like the most out of this loss, if you watch the game, Keaton Mitchell only had 3 carries and he had like stupid yards. He had like 11 or something yards per touch. And crazy what's it called?
Last game?
Yes. And he only got 3 touches all game.
And you know what's crazy?
And he was balling.
Before the game, they said they were going to increase his workload.
I know. He made some bullshit excuse like always, and he's like, "Oh, I should have." I was just like, "Dude, I don't know." He had this kid touched it the first time and took it 40 yards. Like other time he touched it, he had like a 10-yard gain.
It's something wrong.
What is going on?
It's something wrong with the Harbaughs, man. One in Michigan and the other. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
He just has the stupidest response.
I don't like how we're blaming Harbaugh for Lamar coming out flat. That is a quarterback issue as well.
Well, it is a.
But Lamar did throw a touchdown in the third quarter. OBJ, he wasn't really necessarily flat.
It is a quarterback.
We should have ran the ball more.
It is a quarterback issue. One of the games a close game you guys lost was because of him turning the ball over. There was
the pick that got tipped. That changed the whole game.
Right. But Lamar does have to play better, especially
They were down one. I don't think that changed the whole game.
No, they got a
That
touchdown
tied
that got him into instead of being down 2 scores, going into the fourth.
No, the pick six was 30-31. That's what made the game 30-31. The pick six.
I feel like something else happened. No, I feel like something else happened.
And
Lamar threw some bad passes too.
It's not even just Lamar; it's the team, the whole team. What happens in the second half? What y'all doing? Y'all get high in the locker room.
I can't blame Rashad Bateman. I can't blame Zay Flowers because they were underthrown and overthrown, and one ended up being an interception. I can't blame them on that. Like they were running their routes and they're open.
And defensively, what about defensively?
Them motherfuckers were tired in the second half defensively. That's what my point is. We're defenders here. If you're on the field for long periods of time, you eventually get fucking tired. And no matter how much times you stop a fucking team, if it's a good team gets in the fucking end zone.
So what I'm getting from you here, Chubbs, it's Harbaugh and Lamar's fault. That's what I'm getting.
Lamar did have some bad throws, but it's definitely on Harbaugh and the coaching staff because read the fucking game, watch the game. People were fucking playing well, and you stopped giving them the ball.
Harbaugh doesn't call the offensive plays.
What I'm saying,
he's a head coach, right?
Makes calls.
Harbaugh does not call the offensive plays.
But he makes calls. He doesn't call the offensive plays, but he don't think
Dose or Bob was like, get Crawford the ball.
They were offensive coaches.
Bro, I'm a defensive coach. I know. Oh, this motherfucker's killing us. They should probably give him the ball. Keep giving him the ball.
But the difference between you can say that, but the coach might not do it. The difference between Harbaugh is the head coach. Harbaugh can be like, hey, we need to start running the clock. We need to run the ball more. I
agree.
This is what, as a head coach, you should be able to say that to your coordinators, and they translate that to the field.
It even happens in youth. He's like, the guy that I coach with, he's like, hey, I need this so-and-so to go in right here now. And I'm like, but he's the head coach, so I got to put his ass in.
Right.
So he has pool. He has pool. It's his team.
He's Harbaugh, right? He's the top coach in the NFL. You should listen to him.
Man. Hey, if he has pool on analytics and going for it on fourth because the stats are, our statistics said it. He has pool on who gets the ball.
Yeah, sure.
So when you guys win, it's Lamar, but when you lose, it's Harbaugh.
He said Lamar too. He put faults on Lamar.
I said Lamar threw some bad passes, made some bad decisions, held the ball a little bit too long.
This is a new Chubbs. This is growth. This is
definitely growth. I love it. Maybe you should leave the games early.
But
let's talk about tomorrow's game.
He's still not. But let's digress though. He's still still Lamar Jackson. Still Lamar.
Yeah, we'll see.
And he played bad.
Let's talk about this game tomorrow. Bengals versus Ravens. Huge playoff implications. Even though people say it's still early, I think this is a huge playoff implications game, mainly for the Bengals, right? Because they can either move forward or they can be the Bills. So, give me your prediction for this game. I believe this is in Baltimore, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow night, Baltimore. Lamar. Also a funny stat. There was a funny stat that somebody said on ESPN that I never knew. Lamar Jackson has never beat Deshaun Watson ever in his life.
That's a lie. He beat him when Deshaun was in Houston.
I think Deshaun didn't play that year.
I'm pretty sure he played that game.
We'll see. I don't know.
Let me check it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But I will check that. Continue.
I don't think it's. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's that. I think when it gets closer to when a team has about 6 losses or 7 losses, because I'm looking at the AFC right now, and the teams that can possibly take the Bengals spot is the Bills, the Texans, and the Chargers is still fighting. Right? So those are the three teams that because the Bengals
2-1 Scrubs.
Yeah.
So
Somebody
those are the,
lied. They were just talking.
Those are the three teams the Bengals should be afraid of. And this, I mean, we're talking about the Bills. We're sitting there on a decline. The Chargers, they don't look so well. The Texans is probably their biggest one, and they just lost to them. So the Texans got the tiebreaker. So I think they can. I think if the obviously the goal is to win the division, but I don't think they're going to win this division. I think it's beyond that point for them because of they've already lost to the Ravens. They've already lost to the Browns. They haven't played the Steelers yet, which I think I'm not gonna say it. It's gonna hype Wayne up. Wayne gonna get hyped, but they could possibly get swept by the Steelers. But just with that saying, I don't think they have too much to worry if they lose this game. Going into the playoffs, I think the Bengals can still make the playoffs if they lose this game. But it does matter for the division, probably bragging rights, if the Ravens do sweep the Bengals. Ravens fan got a lot to say to Bengals fans. So, but I think they can still lose this game and still make it to the playoffs. So,
just get ready.
I need your predictions, yo.
Oh, prediction for this game. Coming off that loss last week from the Texans, I'm going to go, and I mean, yeah, the Ravens lost as well. The Ravens defense is playing well, but I'm going to go with the Bengals this game. I'm going to go with the Bengals, even though I say the loss wouldn't hurt them. I'm going to go with the Bengals winning this game. I think Joe Burrell is going to have a good day. And I'm not saying Jamar is. I'm not saying Higgins is. Joe Burrow. He's going to have a good day. And that's all I got.
All I know is going to get your popcorn. It's going to be a very physical game. Very physical. Both teams need the dub, in a sense. Both teams coming off an L. Both teams pissed off about the L. So there's going to be some physical hits this game. Just we're wearing comebacks. We're wearing all black. They're wearing the all whites. It's going to be a physical game. All I'm going to say. I think it's going to be a defensive game in a sense, even though I still think the Ravens are going to score a little bit more points because that defense is not that great. I don't know if T. Higgins is playing. I heard he hasn't been practicing all week. And I don't know about Tyler Boyd. Is Tyler Boyd still playing? Tyler Boyd is playing. But Higgins, I don't know about. I know Chase is playing. Chase didn't have the best game last time against the Ravens, but that doesn't mean shit. He's still Jamar Chase. He can still go off. I know it's a more healthy Joe Burrow, but when in doubt, Lamar is the Bengals' daddy. So I don't see them losing this game. It's at home. The defense is going to play very pissed off. They're not happy with how they played this past weekend. And I'm not surprised that happened to the Bengals defense. I mean, we talk about CJ Stroud playing very well, and that team maybe we're sleeping on the Texans. I asked that after basically week 2 or week 3, a week after they played the Ravens, because they played the Ravens really well. So I got the Ravens, and it's going to be trying to think. 31-24. 31-24.
I think it's going to be a very physical game. Both teams are coming in pissed off and upset about what happened. But I do think the Bengals win this game for one simple reason. Unlike Joey, I do think they need this game. And number 2, the Ravens have religiously been kicking their ass for the past couple matchups, and they need to stop the bleeding now. I think if they lose this game, it goes into the rest of their season, and their season's just bad, and they chalk it up. So I got the Bengals winning this one in a tight one. I got it being 27-24. Joe Burrow touchdown at the end of the game to take the lead. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very close game, very close knit game, and if the Ravens defense, the Ravens defense going to play, but I do think this game might be a Joe Mixon type of game. I think Joe Mixon has a big game because they're going to be with all the receivers there. They're going to worry about those receivers a lot, and I think they'll be able to run the ball effectively in the first half, and in the second half they'll be able to run a lot of play action to set them up. The Ravens win this game if they just dominate the run game, though. If they dominate the run game, they can win this game. I think Trey Hendrickson got hurt. I don't know. Is he playing this weekend? Tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
No, he got hurt like the last play of the Texans game. But it's going to be a close one, a hard-fought game. This is going to be the first Thursday night game I watched outside of the Steelers game that we played on this year.
All I got one thing to say is, boy, if you don't get Kevin Gates out of the Dolphins facility.
Boy went on a bye week and started tripping, bro.
He looked like Kevin Gates in that picture.
Man can't get braids. That's crazy.
No, he's appropriating.
He's appropriating, bro. He's colored, bro.
No
Porter was like, Porter asked him,
colored.
He's colored, He's colored, bro.
Like, what do your teammates feel about it?
They like
it.
I wanted to
they
say
like
brown,
it.
but I ain't say brown. I feel like it was
man.
Is it Cleveland Brown? But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a tough game. I got a question for you guys. Next one is, so how do we think the AFC North will pan out the rest of the season if you had to make a prediction? First place, second place, third place, fourth place.
First place, the Ravens. Shocker. Second place gonna be the Steelers. Third, Bengals. Fourth, Browns.
Joe?
My predictions of what the Bengals probably do. I'm gonna say Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
My predictions are Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. And I still stand on all four teams will make the playoffs. Still stand on that all four of the teams from this division are still going to make the playoffs.
It might be harder if the Bengals lose tomorrow night, though, for them. So,
that's why I predict them to win tomorrow.
Y'all just beat each other, bro. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I literally just beat each other. Like,
I hate it.
Nuts.
We fuck everybody else up, but when it comes to us, hey, you get a win.
Hey, this is why
you get a win. You get a win.
In the NFL.
I mean, I wouldn't say you guys beat everybody else. Like, the Houston Texans literally only lost to the Ravens. And they beat the Steelers and they beat the Bengals. You guys lost to the Colts.
The Ravens lucky they caught CJ Stroud on the first game of the season.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't say you guys beat like everyone else ass. Like, it's not like that.
Hey, we beat divisional leader Lions. We beat divisional leaders Seahawks.
And what I said about the Bengals was that they played another AFC team.
Steelers beat the surging lose. So the resurging Rams.
They were resurging, and now they're not.
They were. I don't hear no Puka Nakua. I haven't heard his name.
Well, because Matthew Stafford got hurt again, and then
still, man,
he got hurt, and he came back and forth. So,
all right, man. Speaking of the young guy, CJ Stroud, last week I said that CJ Stroud can be into MVP conversations. I was laughed at.
I don't know I don't know. That's exactly what you said. The question was, if he takes him to the playoffs, is he the MVP of the league? That was the question.
That was the question.
Okay.
And we said no because he's still no.
First of all, I said, can he be in MVP conversation? And y'all was like, no, he's a rookie. That's what y'all said.
I know.
I didn't say no to that.
I said he could be in it, but he's not going to win it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be top 3. He could
definitely be in it.
He could be like top 5
Who's the front runner right now for MVP?
Tua still.
Jalen Hurts.
Who is second place?
No, it's right now they have Jalen, Patrick, and Tua. That's where it's at right now.
Two, actually,
that's where they have it right now,
bro. I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't think Patrick's really snapping. Is he, or is he just doing it quietly?
He's up there because they only have 2 losses. The caliber receivers he's playing with, and even though Patrick Mahomes' numbers are down, he is still up there with the top quarterbacks in stats.
If we doing this
and touchdowns, so he's still doing that.
Watch out for Josh Dobbs. He might get up in them conversations by the end of the year.
He's gonna win comeback player of the year or something.
He should. He's not going to.
Ever disrespect Patrick Mahomes like that.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes still. They got Patrick Mahomes at 2. I saw the odds. It was Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, and Tua. But yeah,
Patty they just come off a bye week. So before the bye week, he was top 5 in.
It's quiet though. I don't really.
What, Patrick Mahomes? No, Patrick Mahomes is still up there with the quarterbacks and stats, bro. Like touchdowns and passing, all that stuff. Like he's still up there. He's just having a down year for him. That's all. That's all it is. And then the fact that they only lost 2 games, with the receivers they have, it's crazy. So,
I agree.
But he's up there. But
I'm standing on business after winning versus the Bengals, which is a loss that you all said they would lose.
I did.
So now we're gonna go back to the schedule because I said they could win 10 to 11 games, and that was made like a fool. So we're gonna go back to the Texas schedule for 2023, and you guys let me know what's gonna happen. And I want to see if you are able to, after what they just did. So Cardinals.
Wayne.
Nah, when we did our pick 'em, you ain't pick 'em.
This is our pick 'em.
I didn't do the Texans that year. And Wayne, Dio had them winning the most games out of all of us.
And I picked the Vikings. Yeah. Roll Vikings. I picked the Bucks.
Dio had them winning 7 games. When
we talked last week. That's what I'm talking about. Don't tell me what happened.
You talking about last week? Okay.
All right. I said they could win 11 games to 12 games. Y'all said, what the hell? Where all that coming from?
11 of those.
They beat the Bengals. Now we're gonna go through the rest of their schedule. Cardinals.
It's not Wayne. It doesn't change. It's still the same. It was only a week from now.
They're gonna beat the Cardinals.
It doesn't change.
They're gonna beat the Cardinals. It's a tough game. I don't know. It's toss up.
Broncos.
Tough game. Toss up. They beat the Bills.
Hey, Russ season is back.
They just beat the Bills. Tough game.
Let's talk about that because look at Russ stats. He been
Jets tough game. Hey, Jets tough game. You never know. Zach Wilson wild card.
Listen,
Zach Wilson's dangerous. You never know.
Wayne, so how can we not give the Jets the same treatment we give?
They just lost a fucking Aiden O'Connell. Please stop.
Why we can't give the?
They lost to a team.
Why we can't give the Jets the same respect we give?
They're worse than the Browns. They're worse than the Browns.
Browns don't have their running back.
They're worse than the Browns.
Browns don't have their quarterback.
They're worse than the Browns.
They had a harder schedule. They play harder teams.
Jets do have a hard schedule.
They did. They did play harder teams. 100% they did. And they beat this. What you mean? They started. No, they just lost to who?
Hey, the Raiders are 2-0 since they made that switch.
Yeah, facts. 100%. Different. Locker room's different. Talking about higher.
The Browns destroyed the 49ers.
It's because that pay way is not for everybody.
The Browns beat the 49ers. Who did Jets beat? The Eagles, didn't they? Isn't that the best team in the league right now?
No, not to me. I never said the Eagles are the best team in the league.
Well, they top 2. They top 2.
And they're gonna lose this weekend.
They top 2. We'll see.
We'll get onto that Friday.
We'll see. We'll see, man. Hey, so wait, hold on.
But so the Broncos tough game and Jets tough game. That's defense.
Jets is not tough game. Jets is also the Raiders. How's that
got a good defense?
They still have a great defense, bro. They still have a great defense.
It'll be tough.
They just lost to Aiden O'Connell.
They still have a tough defense. They didn't have any film.
The Ravens ran the ball well against the Texans. Breece Hall has been running the ball well.
They didn't have any film. Come on.
That was the first Wayne win a season, Chubbs.
Hey, shit can still
They
get
haven't
happening.
film. Come on.
But keep going. Jets tough game. I don't know. Toss up.
Titans,
Toss
That's a
up.
dub.
Joking. No, he's a
That's
dub.
That's
That's
Browns,
toss up.
Hey, toss up.
Titans,
They're gonna beat Titans again.
Colts.
That might be a toss up because you never Gardner Minshew might sling that bitch.
They the same. They the same team.
Yeah, basically. You never know what Gardner's coming.
They like the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man.
And you know that's a fact. You've seen that. You had a topic. Is Gardner better for the team right now or what not?
Right. Yeah. I'm saying it's the same, bro. The same.
So that's a toss up.
Disrespect is crazy. Next question. Is CJ Stroud first year so far more impressive than Patrick Mahomes? First year.
Did Patrick Mahomes first year? Did Patrick Mahomes go to the Super Bowl?
He didn't go to the Super Bowl.
His second year with his first season playing.
Mm-hmm.
His first full season playing.
Swear to God, they went to Super Bowl.
He did not go to Super Bowl.
It was the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm. Who won that year? Brady?
We're talking about regular season right now.
Oh, he did play Brady.
Brady
he did play Brady. Yeah.
I'm going to say I can't say. I gotta wait till the end of the season.
No,
that's
right now.
Far. You gotta compare their points. That's far.
No,
Patrick won the MVP that year too.
No.
I'm gonna say yes. Because he did not have the weapon room that Patrick Mahomes had. Patrick Mahomes had Kareem Hunt for half that season. He had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
The two, okay. He's supposed to have a running back right now, but he's just playing like shit.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have Dameon Pierce. That's supposed to be a good running back.
I agree.
So
I agree.
With what he's doing, it's more impressive than what
Tank
Patrick
Dell's
did.
balling.
But see, this is the thing, though.
And on top of that, all of this is with a rookie head coach.
But this is the thing, though. I feel like we. I feel like we have to throw in expectations in there, right? Because sometimes expectations can make things look worse.
Patrick Mahomes had no expectations coming in.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it can make it look worse or better, right? So I'm just thinking like there's no expectations from Patrick Mahomes coming in. He played Texas Tech, and then he comes in after.
Top 10 pick.
People had expectations.
Yeah, but CJ Stroud was the number 2 pick, and there was big
had expectations like this.
But there was conversations on who's being the better, and then the whole thing came out during the draft, the combine, and all this other stuff.
People thought CJ Stroud was gonna be a bust if we're gonna be real, Joe.
I don't know, man. I felt like I wasn't hearing that. I mean, I was always on the CJ Stroud train, but that's what I'm gonna say. No, man. I'm gonna say no. I can't say it now. I gotta wait till the end of the season. I can't say it now because I gotta see the finished product. The finished product. I need to see a full, complete season to compare it to. Because a lot of people do first 8 games, first 7 games. But I'm like, all right, cool. What are you gonna do for the full season, a full NFL season? So I want to see that first. So then I'll talk about if it's better. But he definitely have a top 3 rookie Texans quarterback season.
So the Texans were to win 12 games.
I mean, 12 games, and what's the question?
And CJ Stroud continues to play the way he does.
I mean, possibly, yeah.
They're not going to be the MVP. He's not going to be the MVP.
I said possibly have a better career.
Over 5, win the division. Start. Continue to throw 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, win 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
Who does he have to play? We say who he has to play.
Defenses.
No. So let's put it this way: if Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Tua continue to play where they're playing,
He's more of an MVP candidate than Tua. This is so.
You're not even letting me finish. Bro. You're not even letting me finish. I said if they continue to play that they play, because Tua has the numbers. Tua has the most touchdowns and the yards.
He's a more MVP candidate right now than Tua is.
All right. So Tua has the stats. He has 3 losses. He has a team. Yes, he does have a team. The same way Jalen Hurts has a team. Right, the same way we talked about Kansas City defense, the best defense that they ever had. Right, he has a team. But if these guys are still continuing to play the way that they play, and they're continuing to win games, and also looking at the schedule that they have ahead of them, it doesn't matter what CJ Stroud does.
I know, you're right.
He's not gonna win.
Whoever wins this Eagles and Chiefs game is winning MVP.
Well, hold on. We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. They could end up going on a 3-game losing streak. That could change everything. 3-game losing streak for any of those teams, even 2-game losing streak.
Is Stroud not more of an MVP candidate than Tua?
I'm gonna say no.
And why not?
The reason why I'm saying no is because Tua is still having the numbers. He's still putting those things up, and I can't sit here and say that only the last game. That last game is the only game I would say Tua lost that game. That's the only game I would say Tua lost that game.
But you can't say there are games where Tua won you the game.
Yes, I can't say that.
CJ Stroud has games.
Wait. Stop. Before you start on that nasty rant, I can say Tua has won us.
What game has Tua won?
We start on that nasty rant.
Tua won the first game versus the Chargers, right? And then he won us every other. He didn't win us. It was a shootout. Without Tua, we're losing that game. He threw a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the game
against a 32nd ranked pass defense.
You just asked me.
30th ranked defense.
Wait, you just asked
and
me.
They suck.
He just asked. He just said. No, wait, hold on. You just said Tua. You can't name me a game Tua has won you a game. I just named you one.
Tua won you all that game.
Oh my! Our defense hella didn't do it. Our defense didn't do it.
Winning the game. Tua had
who leads our offense?
Tyreek Hill.
Who's throwing the touchdowns?
Tyreek Hill leads your offense.
Who's throwing the dots?
That's crazy. Tyreek Hill is the MVP. Tyreek Hill is more of an MVP candidate than Tua is.
Who got to get him the ball? Who's the
don't matter.
Who's the most
accurate?
Matter. Who is the most accurate? Who's the most accurate quarterback he ever played with?
It's not accurate when people are open.
What you mean? He's still throwing dots.
You're not watching it.
You're not watching the game. I am watching Dolphins game if you're saying that.
I am watching Dolphins game. You know I'm watching Dolphins game. Don't lie.
You're not watching Dolphins game if you're saying that. Because then if you watch Dolphins game, you're saying that, you just capping right now. You just capping.
Oh yeah, that's a dub.
Yeah, I seen that, man. Tua's throwing dots. I don't know what you're talking about. He putting up the numbers. He's doing what he got to do. And again, at the end of this season, we're watching the.
I'm talking about right now, Joey.
The road that right now, Tua is still better odds of MVP.
How is he a better candidate?
Because he got more wins.
He hasn't
wins is a QB stat.
He hasn't beaten a good team.
Wins
he hasn't beaten a good team. He has not beaten a good team at all.
Who's winning their division? Dolphins are winning their division.
If the
season ended today, Dolphins will win their division. Would the Houston Texans win it? No. Would they be in the playoffs? No.
Okay.
So right now, so you're telling me right now, I should put a guy that's not going to the playoffs. So right now, I should put a guy that's not going to the playoffs over a candidate that is going to the playoffs.
Yes.
No. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I would never do that. I would never do that.
His team is not better.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
Better. He's doing way more with less.
So, and
that's how.
If he's really doing way more than less, wait. If he really was doing way more with less, then he would have more yards. He would have more touchdowns than Tua. But he don't. He don't. Tua's on a bye. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, get out of here. When it's all said and done, Tua's going to have more yards and touchdowns than him.
He got more yards.
Oh, man, no. I'm not hearing that.
And he's not turning the ball over, unlike Tua turning the ball over.
Every other quarterback in the league is turning the ball over. A lot this season. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Milhomme, Hurts. We already knew Allen was going to do it. Joe Burrow. Everybody turned the ball over. All the top quarterbacks, they just turned the ball over this year.
Tua turned the ball over. This is nasty work by you. To say that Tua is more of an MVP candidate than CJ Stroud
Yes.
is fucking nuts.
You
when
thought I was
going to
come here and say that he's more of a candidate?
What would CJ Stroud do with Tyreek Hill right now? This is disgusting.
What CJ Stroud was on my team,
CJ
I would
Stroud
love it.
got taken down looking like Tyreek Hill.
If CJ Stroud was on my team, I would love it. We probably go to the Super Bowl, but he's not.
Who would you rather?
So I'm going with my MVP.
Okay.
I'm going with my MVP.
Right.
That's my MVP right there.
CJ's already better than Tua. That's stamped.
I'm not saying that.
Yes, you are.
I never said that.
You just said it.
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that.
He just said.
I ain't never say that. I said if he's on our team, maybe we go to the Super Bowl.
You just go to Super Bowl.
I said maybe we go to Super Bowl. I said maybe we go to. We can go to Super Bowl with this team that we got now.
No, you don't. You don't believe that.
I do believe that.
No, you don't.
I do. We got our defense is playing better.
So y'all Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, we Super Bowl bust now. Because you got to look at it now. Our defense is playing better. I wanted to make sure our defense came back and see how our defense play like. So our defense came back. They're playing better. And I'm like, cool. That our defense playing better. Offense pick up the pace.
After further
kill it.
Evaluation.
Do it.
CJ Stroud's more of an MVP candidate than Tua Tagovailoa. And the reason.
But
and the reason why right now, the only reason why I'm saying that, because if you see the top 5 passing leaders in the NFL, number 1, Sam Howell, number 2 is CJ Stroud.
Tua is on a bye.
It's okay, but the thing
is, what are we talking about?
This is what I'm talking about. They're not. No, can I stop cutting me off? Stop cutting me off. Let me get my point off.
Because you're bringing up bullshit.
This is why I'm not gonna. This is why I'm not bringing up bullshit. Their records aren't that far off now.
It's one game.
One game. Different. You're gonna sit here and tell me that CJ Stroud has the weapons like Tua has. Tua should be right. Tua is balling, yes, but Tua has the guys around him that are the notable names. CJ Stroud does not have the notable names. So in a sense, to his team, CJ Stroud is the most valuable player compared to Tua. The most valuable player on your team possibly might be Tyreek Hill.
Okay. I'm gonna listen to that point. I understand his stats. He put up. The team is not better. Let's rewind it back, right? Let's run it back. He has a running back that's not playing well. We have running backs that are playing well, but let's bring it back to losing A-Chain, which was kind of big. To still end up pulling out the we played some bigger teams. We played the Eagles. We played the Chiefs. Did the Houston Texans play them yet?
Who?
The Eagles and the Chiefs?
No, the Texans have not.
No, so they did not play the Eagles or the Chiefs. They did not play the Bills either. Those are the 3 teams that we lost to. Now let's talk about the losses the Texans have. All right, cool. All right, so with the losses they have. All right, cool, awesome. Yeah, I guess it is about the wins. I mean, because we were just talking about the losses that the Dolphins have, but it's not about the wins. Okay, but so let's bring it back. They're up there because Patrick Mahomes, where the Eagles, the Eagles played Dallas, right? Or that was last week. Yeah, Eagles played Dallas. Patrick Mahomes, Tua, those are the 2 guys that were in passing stats. Those 2 guys had a bye week this week. So, of course, those guys are going to look better. Those guys haven't had their bye weeks yet. So, when Tua comes back, I understand if y'all could talk and Tua don't ball out against the Raiders and be like, yeah, he's better. I understand that now. But, now, Tua is still leading. He was leading before this week, before his bye week, he was leading the league in yards and touchdowns. So, even though he has Tyreek Hill, you still have to get him the ball. You still have to put the ball. It really, I mean, he probably would have had more touchdowns than Tyreek Hill didn't drop the fucking ball because he put it straight in his hand. He dropped 3 of them, 3 touchdowns. So he probably would have had 3 more. right? So
he was surprised they weren't underthrown. He was
it was not underthrown. Don't even do that. Don't even do that.
I said he was surprised they weren't underthrown.
Oh my god! Oh, like, it was.
Yes, but-
he was running a slant
Joey,
route, bro.
But Joey,
Come on,
but I agree with all your points. I
No.
get the strength of schedule shit, but
no, but I want to also bring up that
put the stats into
Houston
it too.
Texans. I also want to bring up the Houston Texans offensive line is better than the Dolphins offensive line this season because the Dolphins offensive line has not played this season. They haven't touched the field all together at one time. So he has been working with a better offensive line, and that's why the running game is supposed to be good, but the running back is not playing well, right? So yeah, he has better protection. So I'm not saying here and say yes, the Texans have a better team than the Dolphins. They don't. That is true. But the Tua is putting up the numbers that we are expecting him to put up, the MVP numbers that we said he was supposed to put up with those guys. So I don't understand how he's
Default.
Oh, nah, it's by default. He's putting up the numbers, man. I
feel like the Texans already had their bye week too.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna look at Dameon Pierce. I'm pretty sure he was on bye week already.
Let's see. The Texans.
Yeah, they had their bye week already, so that point is irrelevant, Joe.
The Texans already had their bye week.
Yes, that point you made is irrelevant. He better than that nigga, man. Stop it.
And he has less interceptions.
Yeah, he has less interceptions. So, just because he has less interceptions,
But I'm saying,
just because just because somebody has less somebody has less interceptions, they're better.
Takes care of the ball.
No,
more.
he got more yards, less interceptions,
less interceptions, more
but,
yards.
But Joey.
I think Tua is still the MVP.
They both have bye weeks.
I mean, all right, cool. That point is out of there. It's out of there. You can take that point out of there. But at the end of the day, I still think Tua is the better player. He's still the MVP right now. CJ Stroud is a young guy. He's great. He's playing well. I came into this season and say if Tua finished the season, he will be MVP. I'm still standing on it. I am still standing on that. If he finishes this season, he will win MVP. Yes, we lost to the Eagles, we lost to the Chiefs, and we lost to the Bills. So what? We still got a hard schedule coming up, and we still happen to win these games coming up. I say if we lose 2 of those games, he still has a chance of doing it depending on the numbers he put up. But I think he can still win MVP. So, and considering our schedule is harder. It is harder than the Texans. Strength of schedule. Isn't that what you say? By default, he's supposed to ball versus the defenses, right?
Right.
All right.
Right.
Tua ass.
Now it's crazy because when I was talking shit about Tua, y'all love Tua so much. Y'all love him so much. Y'all are rooting for him. Oh, Tua ass now. It's crazy.
DL, question for you. Who's a more of an MVP candidate right now? Tua or CJ Stroud? Welcome to the show.
Christmas lights.
We're gonna pass 3 weeks.
No, they said no. Right now, from the beginning of the season, because right now it seems like somehow
We're not about to do recency bias. I can't.
This nigga only got like 19 yards more than him, bro.
That's more, ain't it?
And 5 less
Tua
interceptions.
has 5 touchdowns over him.
And 5 less interceptions.
Out of here, bro.
And 5 less interceptions. And only 1 more win.
Out of here, bro.
I don't like that question, bro.
Out of here.
Yo, you and Joy are gonna stop disrespecting CJ Stroud.
I'm not.
I think that's
more disrespecting Tua, bro. Like,
why is it disrespect to Tua? Fuck.
Because I mean,
you mean what?
And Tua got the better completion percentage.
CJ Stroud's
he's not about a Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
All right, you want to hold on? I got something for you.
With a better run game, everything about that offense is better.
I got something for you.
And CJ Stroud is putting up better numbers.
I got something.
He's more of an MVP. Y'all getting me mad right now.
I got something for you.
It should be common sense that CJ Stroud is more of an MVP candidate than Tua right now.
No, you just want to paint your narrative because you called him MVP last year. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not hearing it.
You're gonna hear it, and it's gonna continue banging every week. Every week, we're gonna get on this because CJ Stroud, he's gonna continue winning, and when that team is 12-5, winners of the AFC South, what are you gonna say then?
I don't know. I thought you were rooting for the Jags this year. That was a quick close right now. I don't know what happened. What happened? That was real switch. Quick, you switched that real quick.
Why are you deflecting right now? This is crazy. The deflection is like this is crazy. If I was around you right now, I'll put you in that chokehold that Draymond Green did to Rudy Gobert. If I was around you right now, for the way you just fucking deflected my question. All right.
I told you he'll be up there, but he's not gonna win it, bro. He's not gonna win MVP, bro.
He's more of an MVP candidate than Tua now, and he will be at the end of the season as well.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, bro.
All right, man. Let's get on.
Wait, so he's better than Patrick Mahomes?
I ain't say MVP. I said MVP candidate.
No, I'm asking. Is he a better candidate than Patrick Mahomes right now? Then,
if he were to go 12-5,
no, right now, Wayne. The same question you just asked me. Right now, is CJ Stroud a better candidate for MVP than Patrick Mahomes? That's the question.
Reason why.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Yes,
because
bro.
it's that weapon group that he's throwing to. So you just acknowledged that.
Is he a better candidate than Jalen Hurts?
Wayne, by your logic, CJ Stroud is the front runner for MVP, bro. He's doing.
CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in the NFL to Wayne's logic. Bro.
That's
what it is. Going on right now.
He's not the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
How not? He has the worst receivers of the quarterback.
He's the second best.
He got the worst receivers and he balling.
He was just getting on Damian Pierce for not
CJ
playing.
Stroud right now is the second best quarterback in the NFL.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
no, you was just right along with him.
He's ahead of Tua, but he's not the second best.
Don't jump off the ship. Don't jump off the
ship. I didn't say he was second best.
Too.
He lost Lamar's team. Man.
Yo, CJ, Sam Howell is the only guy ahead of him with yards, bro.
Hey, he's a GOAT.
And he's not, and we all know Sam Howell is not better than any of them.
Sam Howell almost got 3,000 yards only week 11? I mean, week 10? That man slinging that shit.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Sam Howell is just chubby.
And I do want to let you know. I do want to let you know that CJ Stroud, out of all the quarterbacks,
to run every play.
Out of all these quarterbacks, Tua has all these quarterbacks, Tua has thrown the ball
every
less
play
than most of these guys.
Duh, he got Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
all his fucking shit is rap.
He's throwing
catch.
less.
That's where his yards are coming from. Run after catch.
You can say that. That's the name of the game. That's our offense.
That's ahead of him.
That's our offense.
Yak merchant. All right.
That's our offense, man.
Tua is a yak merchant.
Tua is a yak merchant. Let's see, man. Let's see. I'm gonna see, man.
So, like I said, CJ Stroud is the top 3 quarterback right now, DL. Yes. Top 3.
I mean, that you can make that argument, but you can't compare him to like Tua and individual.
Tua ain't top 3, so what you mean?
Individual. He's by your logic, CJ Stroud is the best quarterback. I would say he's playing.
No. I already told you Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback.
He is playing the best.
No. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback. It will never change for the next 10 years.
What you say?
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football and won't change for the next 10 years.
Best football.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL and it won't change for the next 10 years.
Both statements can be true, Wayne, but those are 2 separate statements.
What?
CJ Stroud is playing the best football at the quarterback position right now.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that statement.
I mean, I would agree with you, then, but I was just like comparing them to Tua is nasty. Like, don't say Tua.
Why is that nasty? Compare him to it. Why we act like Tua is God? Hold on, what's going on right now?
Because I'm kind of rooting for Tua right now.
Y'all just don't like talking about rookies in the light that they need to be talked about.
I said CJ was a top 10 quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. I've been said that from when.
First of all, y'all been on here for an hour. My turn. It's my turn.
Oh yeah, you missed. We wanted to bring back the Belechik topic. Rumors that there may be another team that might give him the same position. But DL, do you still want Billy to be your head coach and GM?
GM, no. Coach, yes. To be honest, I think that's kind of the only thing that's holding me on to being a fan right now. He just sucks so bad. I mean, that would be not again when I first started watching football. He was the coach for them, so I don't see him. What talks? What was the team in the opportunity?
They won't reveal the team, but Pat McAfee today on ESPN said there was like a rumor report. Dan Orlovsky was on that Bill Belichick already has a team lined up potentially for a GM and head coaching spot, and he asked Dan Orlovsky if there was any like truth to that rumor, and he said, "I'm not saying much, not blah blah blah, but I heard that." So
yeah, well, I wish I had to go. I mean, I'd be sad if he did, but it is what it is. But I don't see him moving. I really don't. Building different franchise. Doing the same.
I'll find the clip, but then I'll send it to y'all.
All right. GL, I want to ask you one more thing before we move on to another topic. Is give me right now how you think the AFC North will end. Deshaun Watson's out for the year. 1 through 4. How do you think it's going to end this year in the AFC North?
Honestly, it's definitely obviously going to be between. I think it's going to be between the Steelers and the Ravens to finish first. I want to say Pittsburgh going to take the division. Honestly, I want to say that. I don't trust the offense, but I think the defense can get them over the hump, keep them in games. Have been doing that. Ravens been looking real good. I think they're gonna finish 1 and 2. So I'm gonna Steelers. Bengals, Browns. I think three of those 4 teams make the playoffs. Honestly, this injury with Deshaun Watson being out. I mean, Deshaun Watson ain't even been playing that well though. Like, he's been cooking, and the Browns still been in games, obviously because of their defense. But and you got Nick Chubb. It's gonna be a tough finish. But I think people gonna finish. Bengals just crazy. Bengals just lost this weekend, so they're not back. Burrell is not.
But you know who's up? CJ Stroud. And then the other question that you missed was: is CJ Stroud's first year more impressive than Mahomes' first year?
I gotta let this season finish out. I did say that I will say that I had CJ Stroud being the best rookie quarterback this year. Over right now. Predictions coming true.
I did not have. I didn't have Bryce Young being the best either. So
yeah.
He was on pace to until he got hurt.
I need to.
No way.
He was on pace to until he got hurt. Don't be
If
nasty.
CJ is playing now and Anthony Richardson is still playing the same way he was playing, he would not be better than CJ.
Why not?
Nope.
No.
So
you telling me we would have had 2 rookie quarterbacks going for MVP? That's what you're telling me.
What did I say at the beginning of the season?
Oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. You thought AR, was that your sleeper?
That was his dark horse.
That was his dark horse.
I did not say dark horse, bro. I said he got a chance.
No, hell was your dark horse, MVP.
Nah, I did not.
You said he's got Jonathan Gannon. he's going to use him the right way. He had Jalen Hurts. He's going.
He don't even got fucking Jonathan Gannon. He got
going
Steichman. Shut
or
up.
whatever. He is going to win the MVP. Let him get to the playoffs. He's going to get rushing touchdowns and he's going to pass touchdowns.
And that's why he would have been better than CJ Stroud because he was on pace to have. He played 3 games. He had 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. You know what that tells me? He's on pace to get 18 and 18.
How many picks he had in 3 games?
1.
Not bad.
Hey, Jay.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be better than. Well, Mahomes didn't play his rookie year, but his second year in the league was very, very, very respectable. But I think he's definitely 15-2. That's
To downplay Patrick Mahomes' first year starting is crazy. You said respectable. Nigga threw 50 touchdowns.
I said very, very respectable. I put two varies in there. you always be trying to just argue, bro. Like,
Wait, hold on. Patrick Mahomes threw 50. I didn't even look at the stats. That's why I knew. Wayne, that was a trap question, Wayne.
Mahomes threw 52 punches, bro. Like, I mean, he threw 5,200 yards, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, but CJ, he on pace to get about the same. Well, not this.
He on basically threw 5,000 and
Definitely more touchdowns. Definitely more touchdowns.
But again, remember, Patrick Mahomes' second year, there was still 16 games.
Mm-hmm.
So he has an extra game. So I think like
so AR-15, AR-5. He had 3 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 rushing touchdowns in 4 games.
How many fumbles?
How many losses and wins did he have?
He was 2-2.
You said 3
but
games.
It's crazy because 2 of those games he got hurt. The games that they lost, he got hurt. Or except for the first game, he got hurt, came back in. But again, they lost to the Rams. He got hurt and missed the game. I missed like the second half of the game.
He ain't having fumbles.
He had 3.
Oh, wow.
He had 3 fumbles.
Only one.
Oh wow.
So he had 2. So he had two turnovers, 6 touchdowns.
He had a fumble every game he played.
But he just had 2 in 1 game.
I mean, the average. 3 games, 3 fumbles.
Yeah. He had 2 in 1 game.
So 2 turnovers, 6 touchdowns, 2 losses, 2 wins.
Small sample size.
Yeah, can't judge him on that.
Why not?
Cannot. It's too low. It's too low.
Same through 16 games, 17 games.
It's too low because like, who did he play? He played the Colts. He played the Rams. He played. Not the Colts. He played Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars. He played the Texans, Rams, and the Titans.
No, see, those teams not even good enough.
Jackson.
He beat Houston.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did beat Houston.
They lost to the Rams in OT, but that's because he got hurt.
Yeah, I got to see him play against more people, more teams. Yeah. It's like that 2K thing that say you need.
Are the Bills over? 5 games. Are the Bills over?
Yes.
I said the Bills is over when the season started. It's over with.
This is so disappointing, bro. I'll say that game off, bro. I turned that game off after Josh Allen threw that pick, bro. The first pick he threw. Because that was their second turnover. I was just like, I'm not watching this, bro.
Did they crown Josh
That was
Allen?
A bad ball.
I mean, Gabe Davis, it definitely it hit his hands.
Did they what? You talking about the one he underthrew?
No, the first pick that Josh Allen threw in the second. Because the first drive, James Cook fumbled. And the second drive, they were driving, and then he threw a ball to Gabe Davis, went straight through his hands. Pick.
Yeah.
I ain't about to watch this game. I don't feel like watching Josh Allen right now.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna put that on him. I don't like to put those interceptions on like the quarterbacks.
I was like, bro, it's 9:00. I'm gonna go to sleep.
But answer my question, y'all.
It's over, bro.
Did we crown Josh Allen too early?
Josh Allen?
Mm-hmm.
I took that crown away from him 2 years ago, huh?
The top 3?
I was done with it. Yeah, I didn't think he was top 3. I mean, I felt like we had him in top 3 because
I didn't crown him. I had a problem being on the Madden cover.
We had him in there by default. Remember, that's how I felt because Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, no, actually, we didn't have him up there. We didn't have him in the top 3 because Aaron Rodgers was winning MVPs. Patrick Mahomes was still Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady was still in the league. and he wasn't top 3 at the time. The only time he cracked the top 3 was when Tom Brady left, and then Aaron Rodgers was
last
playing,
year.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was playing trash on the Packers. So I feel like he was in there by default. But
So did that playoff game trick everybody, which I said it did. I remember when we were doing this podcast, I said that was not an impressive game. People should not have been impressed because the Chiefs were down a lot of DBs and it was overhyped. But do we believe that game is overhyped from what he did in the playoffs? And that was an out-of-body experience. We'll never see him play like that again.
I can't say that because we did see him play like that again. We did after that. We did see him throw 4 touchdowns. We did see him throw 4 touchdowns again.
Like a couple weeks ago, bro. Right.
Yeah, like we've seen him do that again.
Play like that.
He threw 4 touchdowns for like 350 yards like here this season. Oh my God, do I have to bring that up? And even after that, he did. Even after that game, because that was 2+ years ago, he did it again. So, like, I can't say it fooled me on him, but what I can say is that Stephon Diggs is the reason he's that way.
So what's happening now?
Turmoil, chemistry.
So Diggs ruined him.
No, it's them.
How do we feel about them firing Ken Dorsey?
Losing games. Scapegoat.
Mm-hmm. I agree on that. Was not at all him.
So who do we blame for Josh Allen's?
Damn, that nigga did that shit against Miami, bro. Fuck that.
That's because y'all the ass.
I don't know who I blame. Honestly, you can blame coaching, you can blame Josh, you can blame people whining, but I don't know. The whole team. That team just undisciplined from what I hear.
Yeah, that team has potential to be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. But I just think that there's just too many egos or too many.
It's a locker room thing.
And I don't even know, but that's the only thing that I will pull from it because nice weapons, good quarterback.
They have a good team.
Saying he's not, I don't think he's top 3. Obviously, maybe we put probably if you put him in the top 3. I don't know if I did. I definitely put him in the top 5. But I think he's one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks in the league. But that doesn't mean he's not good. He just has the green light and knows that. And play behind Sean McDermott. I mean that he's kind of a coach that will, is not going to say too much. Again, I think that fire was a scapegoat. Josh Allen is not playing good football at all right now. He didn't play good football. Consistent football. I don't even want to say good. Consistent football. He's just not playing any particular thing. He just got to be better. I think he is the problem. But I mean,
did y'all see that crazy stat about the quarterbacks that came in at the same time as Josh Allen, and how many turnovers they had?
No.
Josh Allen leads them, I think, by 89 turnovers.
He leads the league since he came into the.
In 80 games, he
Some
has
modern-day Brett
89 turnovers. And you know who's right behind him? The guy I say is trash too. The guy that be fooling y'all.
Dak Prescott.
Jared Goff. They're right behind him. Right behind them. Frauds, I say. Lock him up. Should go to jail for how he tricked us.
Who?
Allen.
You know it's crazy. With all that being said, he's still better than Tua. Next topic.
I said Tua was ass, so he didn't trick me.
I'm dead. Yeah, what's your prediction for the game tomorrow?
Who plays?
Ravens, Bengals.
Division. I got the Ravens. For some reason, I just think the Ravens, they've been playing good football as well. As they should. Good team. Gonna be a good game though. I will feel good. But I think Ravens. come out on top. Good match for the Bengals offense, in my opinion. I think that's just kind of turn it in. So, Ravens, that's it.
All right. And then my last question for the day is right now, I think who are the odds on favorite? I just want to make sure I have it correct. If you're the Bears, what do you do with the number one overall pick?
If you're who?
The Bears.
We getting that. What you mean?
I mean, we already talked about that. I feel like talked about that last week.
No, we did. We did the Cardinals.
No, I definitely talked about Justin Fields going to Atlanta if that happens.
Swear it was Kyler Murray.
Nah, it was definitely Justin Fields.
We definitely were talking about Colin.
I swear.
Yeah,
it was
I
Justin
swear it
Fields.
was Kyler Murray that we said that about.
I said Justin
Definitely
Fields
Kyler
going to end up
Murray.
in Atlanta if Bears draft him.
Are you talking about when they drafted him?
If they draft Caleb Williams,
Oh, they drafted him.
Justin Fields will be in Atlanta where he wanted to be.
Oh, you did say that. You did say that. I remember you saying that.
Is that?
How about this? New topic. All right, Wayne. Same question. Giants.
Oh, what the fuck we keeping Daniel Jones for?
You could get Marvin Harrison and then rest of the draft do lineman.
What the fuck we keeping Daniel Jones for?
Because you just paid him.
Yes.
Money.
Hey, niggas waste money every day, B.
That's a lot of money you wasted on a quarterback. How are you going
It's
to
a
get rid of?
billionaire.
How are you going to get rid of him?
But
if I'm the GM and I draft Marvin Harrison Jr. over Caleb Williams and keep Daniel Jones, I should be fired.
But what do you do with? But you should. So again, how about this? If you draft Caleb Williams, you should get fired for paying Daniel Jones.
You should already be fired for.
That's my thing. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword, man. Like you either.
So
option
all right,
you
so
do,
you're
you
drafting.
lose.
You're drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. Then, if you're up.
No.
So you're keeping Daniel Jones. So what are you doing?
I think anybody that draft Caleb Williams, this is gonna sound crazy. It's gonna. If anybody draft Caleb Williams in a top 10, it's gonna be a mistake.
So you think he could be a bust?
I think Caleb Williams is not going to transition into the NFL like how he is playing in college. And right now in college, he's balling, he's putting up numbers, he's doing what he do. He just has a terrible defense. The defense is not helping him at all. But it's just been hard for me to see quarterbacks from the Pac-10 translate into the they're in the pack, right? Yeah, they're in the pack. Translate into the NFL very well. It's just been very hard for me to see that, just because of the type of offenses that they run. They all kind of the same. How they run their offense, very high power, very a lot of fast, throwing the ball, air raid type thing. So yeah, I just think Caleb Williams would probably be a mistake coming out this draft. So if I am the Giants, I'm getting Marvin Harrison because Marvin Harrison has been said to be one of the best. They say his floor is T. Higgins, his ceiling is Randy Moss. Like I can't pass up on that if I got the number one pick. I'll worry about getting the quarterback.
I would
later.
never draft a receiver number one overall. Never ever. Never ever ever.
If we redo a lot of drafts, a lot of receivers will go number one.
Give me a draft here.
Jamar Chase. I'm joking. Maybe
No,
Jamar.
No.
Who was number one?
No, I think he was in the same. No, he wasn't in the same draft class.
Let me see.
Wasn't that the Aiden year?
That
might be.
That was the Aiden year.
What year that is? 2021.
I think so.
No, that's the year with Trevor Lawrence. He's not going number 1.
Yeah, he's not.
But I don't know.
Yeah, that would be the only one I would think of, but no. And if you were to redraft that draft, I think he still goes number 1, but Jamar's not going number 2 in that draft either. So
Yeah, I mean that's recently, man. But there's been moments we look past because, like, now we're looking because I think
every draft you look at, there's no way a receiver goes number 1.
I think it's because we're looking at it now because it's so new. We just got these guys, but when we look at in the past, right?
Give me a receiver and I'll look at his draft.
What did Calvin get drafted at?
I don't know where Calvin got drafted at.
Definitely has a case. 6'6" freak.
Because I'm talking about like athletes that are just.
Calvin might be the only one.
I'm talking about athletes that are just ridiculous, and that's what they're expecting him to be. You know, ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can't say
Mm-hmm.
Randy Moss because Randy Moss was with Peyton Manning, but Randy Moss did crazy shit.
All right. Question for you guys.
But Randy Moss was number 3. He was drafted 3.
I don't. I might take that Calvin going number 1, but I want to see what you guys think.
What you say?
Are you drafting Calvin number 1 overall over Adrian Peterson?
No.
All right. So Calvin doesn't go number 1 either.
Yeah,
I might.
wouldn't do that. I mean,
You're not drafting Calvin over Adrian.
it's a toss up.
Peterson won MVP.
It's a toss up.
Adrian Peterson won MVP.
Okay, the reason why I say it's a toss up is because
Adrian Peterson's on the fucking Vikings.
but yeah, he was.
Tavares Jackson as his quarterback. Please stop. Dog.
Wait, hold on. But like, let's be real. Like, I mean, we were talking about Matt. Are we going to talk about Matthew Stafford like he was a god, like he was an amazing quarterback, like he was the shit? His nigga was catching the ball in triple coverage. He was catching the ball in triple coverage.
Bro, you're not.
Nigga, bro, isn't everybody chasing Calvin Johnson's record right now?
Drafting that nigga over him, bro. No.
Wait,
Randy Moss is not
I'm not saying definitely I'm going to draft Calvin Johnson over him. It's a debate because this nigga was catching ball in triple coverage. All the receivers are chasing his record right now.
This nigga won MVP as a running back, bro. There's no debate.
Wayne, when are we ever going to see a receiver win MVP? We've seen a running back win MVP before, but whenever we ever going to see a MVP? Because Adrian Peterson wasn't the first MVP running back.
He wasn't.
So tell me what other receiver is going to win
what year was AB?
AB, let me see. Randy Moss isn't going number 1 also.
I already said Randy Moss not going.
AB deserves
I said that already.
deserves it at least first round, right?
I said that already. But
Tony Brown obviously will be the first receiver to go to the draft class.
I don't see how like is a definite, bro, because they're both are dominant at their positions. So I definitely.
Damn, it's almost 8 o'clock. Been on for a minute.
Yeah. Damn. If you had to do a redraft right now, AB goes number 1 in his draft class.
Here we go. Hey, boom, shakalaka.
All right. Wait. AB or Trent Williams?
I'm taking AB, bro.
AB.
I mean, yeah, Trent Williams is late.
He lit, but AB.
So AB is the only receiver in the history of NFL that would go number 1 in their draft class.
Keyshawn Johnson went number 1. Like, what are we talking?
He did, and that was bad.
That
was a bad.
He's not the only one that should have. I mean,
I forgot.
There's people that actually went number 1.
All right, I need to go eat, man. I'm fucking starving. I eat all day. Come on.
Yeah, he shouldn't have gone number 1 though, because I'm definitely drafting Simeon Rice and Johnson.
Who was in Justin Jefferson class? That was Joe Burrow in that class.
I think so.
They came out together, right?
2020. Let me see. Yeah, they did.
They did. Okay.
So wait, so I don't. This is a toss up. Pendant Percy doesn't get hurt. Him or you, Matthew Stafford, Percy Harvin. Depending on like what we know about him in college, not what happened in the field. Like,
No, we saying redraft now.
We're
What year
talking
was
about
that?
redraft. Like if we did a redraft.
09. That's what I'm saying.
If we did a redraft, would receivers go number one? Now I think some will. I mean, I think Calvin is a toss up for me. It's a toss up.
The only one I'm seeing on, yeah, because no.
Now Matthew Stafford still goes number one. So.
For who? Well, against yeah. If we're talking about Percy and Matthew Stafford, I think Matthew Stafford still goes number one.
Yeah. I don't think Percy go number two either. In that draft class, because number two would go to probably Percy. I ain't gonna that.
Yeah, college Percy was nice. That's all. That's what he was predicted to come out as.
Michael Jenkins probably goes number two.
What about Tyreek Hill?
What year Tyreek Hill got drafted?
Probably ass.
I probably doubt it though.
It's probably terrible, bro.
His draft class?
Yeah, bro. He got drafted in the 5th round. Jeez.
I mean, the quarterbacks definitely don't go one anymore. Actually, yeah, now he'll go first.
He'll go first. Say it. Say it, because I know it's probably absurd. What is it?
He said, "Who's gonna go first?"
Yeah, who's going first?
Dak Prescott.
So Black Kirk Cousins go before Tyreek Hill. That's what you telling me?
He's a quarterback. Yeah, going value, bro. Dak Prescott will be the first round pick.
No, when we talk about redrafts, it doesn't matter position wise.
I got to value.
No way. No, we know Tyreek Hill is going to before Dak Prescott. If we are redrafting, we are getting Tyreek Hill before we draft.
No, you're getting Dak Prescott, bro. You're getting Dak Prescott.
So you're telling me you're gonna get Dak Prescott before Tyreek Hill, Wayne? If you were drafted?
If I were drafted in 2016,
redraft, knowing what you know today.
You gotta get Dak Prescott, bro. You gotta get Dak. You gotta get Dak, Joe. Joe, you gotta get Dak. You gotta get Dak. Niggas drafted Paxton.
The way you talk about Dak, and you say you pick Dak over your favorite player, that's crazy, bro.
Still might draft Jalen over that nigga too. But anyway, that is the end of the pod. See you guys later. We'll be back on Friday.